Are you trying to grow some sunflowers in your suburban yard and becoming frustrated because critters destroy your dream before it's even had a chance to take root? Hello, I'm Sandra Levine, host of Still Time for Joy. I love growing exuberant sunflowers despite the many challenges. Today on Still Time for Joy, I'll share a few new tricks I tried this year that helped me grow another batch of beauties in my garden at the Jersey Shore, where the soil is very sandy. And we'll talk about why, if you're not already digging in the dirt, you might want to try gardening of any kind to bring more joy into your life. They say growing sunflowers is easy. They're not that fussy about the soil. They're somewhat drought tolerant. Just plant the seeds and watch them grow. That has never worked for me because the birds, chipmunks, squirrels, and rabbits either eat the seeds the minute I plant them, or cutworms and other pests mow down the tender young plants before they've had a chance to get going. I like to jumpstart the process by germinating the seeds on a damp paper towel in a plastic bag, then planting each tiny seedling in a biodegradable pot with potting soil. In years past, I put the pots inside the house on windowsills, but with very limited space, I was looking for a better way. My first new tip is to try growing them outside on a space high off the ground if you have one, and cover them with chicken wire. Using this second floor deck worked beautifully for me. I don't use bird netting because birds and other small critters get tangled in it. The tiny plants were easy to water, they got plenty of sunshine, and they grew very quickly. This year, I repeated this process 3 times with a couple of weeks in between, so eventually I would have gorgeous sunflowers blooming in my garden for months. When the seedlings were several inches tall, after removing the bottom of the little pots, I planted them either directly into the ground or put them in big pots outside. This year, I replaced this hodgepodge of protective caging around this bed with a neat 4-foot-tall chicken wire enclosure. After some seedlings in the ground disappeared, I replaced them and covered each with a plastic dome or cloche for protection. The ones planted in the bigger pots, full of good potting soil, grew bigger and taller than the ones I put directly in the soil that I had amended with some compost. My second new tip is to double the height of the barriers around the freestanding pots from 2-foot tall to 4-foot tall chicken wire. This successfully kept out the rabbits, which would bite off the sunflower heads where the chicken wire was shorter. I plant the seedlings closer than is recommended because despite all this protection, some still don't make it. Where seedlings were mowed down, I replaced them and added a cloche wherever I could jam it in. In years past, I lost many mature sunflowers to squirrels knocking them down to get the seeds, but this year all of my plants were untouched by squirrels. Sunflowers are so cheerful, so vibrant, so much fun to grow, and with a bit of effort, well, really quite a lot of effort, you can enjoy these magical plants too. To me, the joyful payoff is well worth all the work. It's mesmerizing to watch the ray florets of the closed buds slowly open, transforming into beautiful blooms of brilliant yellow, chocolate, pink, and cinnamon, until the whole yard is bursting with happiness. In September, we were delighted to see an American goldfinch, New Jersey's state bird, visiting our yard, eagerly devouring sunflower seeds from a head that had already bloomed and dried out. If growing sunflowers sounds too daunting, there are easier ways to bring joy into your life through gardening. Whether you only have enough space for a window box to fill with vibrant orange marigolds, or a planter or two for brilliant pink petunias, or you have plenty of space for flower beds, shrubs, and trees, give gardening a try. Planting bulbs and rhizomes yields beautiful flowers like lilies and irises year after year. Or you might want to try growing your own fruits and vegetables. It's quite easy to grow delicious black raspberries, juicy tomatoes, and delectable zucchini. There are plenty of resources online to help you get started. Gardening is good for your physical and mental health. You get the benefits of exercise, plus the bursts of color around the yard will likely boost your mood. The fresh produce is not only delicious and nutritious, it's easy on the budget. Next year, we're going to plant more perennials, especially native plants and Jersey-friendly plants that will require less watering and work, and that also will support our local pollinators and other native wildlife. If you're gardening in New Jersey, check out jerseyyards.org. No matter what grows in our yard, the sunflowers are the ones that captivate me the most. It's truly miraculous to watch a tiny seed morph into a towering giant. My tallest sunflower this year, growing in a pot, is nearly 10 feet tall. For Still Time for Joy, I'm Sandra Levine. If you found today's show helpful, please share the information with someone who needs it and follow Still Time for Joy for more practical tips on weathering life's storms, as well as inspiring stories of people who have turned their pain into purpose. Please consider supporting the work that goes into producing the show on Patreon. Follow Sandra Levine Productions on Facebook and YouTube, and learn more at sandralevine.com.